Alright, so Hell in a Cell is 2 weeks away, and well, I figured I'd give my top 5 favorite Hell in a Cell matches. What's up everyone, I'm Brandon, and if you love all things WWE, whether it's live events, reviews, and more, well, consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, thanks for chilling with me as usual. So Hell in a Cell has come a long way from its inception. It went from just being a specialty match to a full-on pay-per-view. And so I figured I'd go down the top 5 Hell in a Cell matches that I find just to be the best in history. So before we begin, going down the list of Hell in a Cell matches, there is one man who was always in most of them, and that is The Undertaker. And you'll be surprised how many times he's showed up on this list. Alright, so let's start with number 5. This one is one of my favorites because it shows the brotherhood of the Shield as they're pit against each other. So this match is Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins from Hell in a Cell 2014. Although it wasn't the most star-studded match, this match for me was definitely entertaining because with Seth Rollins' heel turn during that time, it was just an awesome way to see these two pit against each other inside a Hell in a Cell. And when you have two brothers going at it, well, things just get a little crazy. So coming in at number 4, we're taking it back to the Ruthless Aggression era with Triple H versus Batista in 2005. The reason why I love this match in particular is because of the ruthless bloodshed match and endurance that these two put on. Not only was the length of time for this match kind of long, but it truly showed off what these two can do in the ring. And with Undertaker shining in most of the Hell in a Cell matches, these were two of the biggest stars at that time competing in Hell in a Cell. And I think we could all agree that from that match, wouldn't we enjoy to see these two go at it one more time? The next match on this list, coming in at number 3, is one of my favorites because it is truly historic. So just put this into perspective. Hell in a Cell has been around for almost 20 years. And out of that 20-year existence, there was never a female versus female Hell in a Cell. And so the reason why this comes in at number 3 is because it is the first women's Hell in a Cell match. And that's where we saw Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks in 2016. Besides some of the botches that happened with this match, with Sasha not being able to go through the table, it still was such an iconic event, no pun intended. I think these two put on an awesome match. And although we thought it could have been a little bit better, come on, we have to agree for a first ever, it was really good. Coming in at number 2 is Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker in 2016. You guys might think I'm crazy for putting this at number 2, but Shane McMahon is crazy. And when you have the legend like The Undertaker, I mean, this was an awesome match. One of the reasons why I like this so much as well is also the storyline. Although it was a little different, seeing Shane McMahon return around this time and Vince McMahon putting him up against a force that seemed unstoppable was just awesome. And the biggest part of this match that I absolutely loved was when Shane McMahon, as brave as this man is, jumped off the top of that 20-foot cage right onto that announce table, which then takes me into number 1, which is Undertaker versus Mankind in 1998. Now this is truly a throwback. During the height of the Attitude Era, having a match like this was big, and Mankind never disappoints when it comes to his matches. Undertaker stood tall in this match, and Mankind took some pretty brutal spots. And just like how Shane McMahon fell off that top of the cage, Mankind was actually thrown off of it, and he didn't have much to break his fall. And so I give him so much credit for that match. And the reason why I also love this match is because competing with the WCW, Undertaker and Mankind put everything they had, everything on the line, because it was their livelihood, and they loved to entertain. And those are my top 5 favorite WWE Hell in a Cell matches. Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And so I have a question for you. What is your favorite Hell in a Cell match? Just let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you guys like this video, please consider sharing it, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time, right here on All Things WWE.